Izzy, what do you think about the client's reaction to the campaign? Yeah, as you can tell, she's not impressed. Hey everyone, I'm Patrick Laughlin, Chief Operating Officer for iProv, and today we're going to watch a couple classic clips from Mad Men. Anybody who's watched the show knows it's all about the advertising and marketing sort of business in the 60s and into the 70s. And as a former creative director, I'm going to show you a couple of things that I see in there that let me know that they had some real ad people working on the show at one point.
It's as simple as e pluribus unum. From many, one. From many shades of lipstick, one that belongs to her.
So today we're watching a clip that I think everybody who's seen the show will remember. They're talking about Belle Jolie lipstick. And this is pretty classic, where you can just tell right away that the CEO or the president, whoever, the decision maker, doesn't really believe in marketing or advertising, but they do believe that they have to have it just to keep up with their competitors, or you know, they feel like it's a necessary evil, not something that is beneficial for them. So it's sort of interesting to see the way that the guys at, I guess it was Sterling Cooper at the time before the buyout, sort of react to that, or the way that they set up their pitch for that.
From a basket of kisses, she picks one. It makes her unique. It colors her kiss. And her kiss, well, it colors her man.
I kind of don't love this. I mean, I think this is sort of the writers trying to show a little bit of baked-in sexism from the 60s, this idea of mark your man. If you go back and you study any of the ads from this time, really the sort of overtly sexist ads were about 10 years before the show took place. You know, sort of the mid to late 60s during the creative revolution, there were actually a whole lot of women coming into the business. Things were starting to change a whole lot. And once again, sort of that creative revolution, we were starting to move past a lot of this innuendo in advertising. It's always been there, obviously, but we were starting to find other ways to sell things.
Belle Jolie lipstick. Mark your man.
I only see one lipstick in your drawing. Women want colors. Lots and lots of colors.
So this is classic. Features versus benefits. Anybody who's been in our business knows that it's the constant struggle of sort of the ad guys versus the boardroom guys. The boardroom, the engineer guys, the product people, they always want to talk about features. How many colors, how long it lasts, everything else. They don't realize that the customers don't care. They don't give about the features of your product. They care about how it benefits them. And so nobody gives a shit how many colors you can produce in your factory. That's a given. They care about having a color that is uniquely theirs, something they can own, something that makes them feel confident. That's the benefit of having lots and lots of colors. It just boggles my mind that people that spend any time around sales or marketing don't understand this concept, and that it has to be explained over and over and over again. Once again, it goes back to the people you have to explain this to are the people that really don't believe in what marketing and advertising does for a company or a product. And we're going to see a little bit of that in a minute from Don Draper.
Mark your man. It's pretty cute.
Oh, you like this? Well, maybe we should cut down to 5 shades or 1.
Well, that was sort of passive aggressive, wasn't it? He didn't like the answer, so he's going to say, well, maybe we should just cut what we do to nothing. Been there before. Those clients are really fun to deal with.
I'm not telling you to listen to anyone, but this is a very fresh approach.
It's okay, Kenny.
You got to love the junior account manager, making sure that he tells you this is a really fresh approach. Of course it's a fresh approach. That's why you come to an ad agency, is to see a fresh approach. If your in-house guys or whomever was doing it before just kept doing the same thing over and over again, you're not likely to stick with them for very long.
I don't think there's much else to do here, but call it a day.
This is some big energy right here. There's no other way to call out this power move. Don Draper basically just says, I get it, you don't, and I'm done. I'm not going to waste any more of my time. Love this. Number one, it basically just says, hey, I get it. You don't value what I do, and I don't think that there's any more room for us to continue our relationship. Nothing wrong with that. I think that every agency has a certain client type that they like to work with, and this just didn't fit Don's. Somebody who doesn't believe in what he brings to the table, you're not going to be fulfilled working for them. And so I think it's important to sort of set that client choosing criteria carefully so that you do pick clients that value what you do.
Gentlemen, thank you for your time.
Is that all?
You're a non-believer.
I mean, Don Draper says it all there. You're a non-believer.
Why should we waste time on kabuki?
I don't know what that means.
It means that you've already tried your plan and you're number 4. You've enlisted my expertise and you've rejected it to go on the way you've been going. I'm not interested in that.
This always amazed me too, working with clients. Clients spend a lot of money to hire guys like me and agencies like the one that I run. And then they want to be in charge of how we do it. If you hire experts, let the experts tell you what to do. That's one of my favorite quotes from Steve Jobs is, we don't hire smart people and then tell them what to do. We hire smart people and then let them tell us what to do. Well, that's what you're doing when you hire an agency. And if you're not prepared for that, maybe you're not prepared to hire an agency.
You can understand.
I don't think your 3 months or however many thousands of dollars entitles you to refocus the core of our business.
This is sort of lots and lots of small company owners is what I would say, is you'll never understand my business. I don't have to understand your business. What you do every day in your factory is not germane to me because I'm an expert at selling things without being directly across the table from somebody. We use art and copy to sell things. That's what I'm an expert in. And I don't have to understand how your product is made necessarily to sell it because my expertise is in creating things that sell what you do. Features and benefits and focusing on those benefits.
Listen, I'm not here to tell you about Jesus. You already know about Jesus. Either he lives in your heart or he doesn't. Every woman wants choices. But in the end, none wants to be one of 100 in a box.
Good explanation of benefits. No one wants to be one of 100.
She's unique. She makes the choices and she's chosen him.
And this is where sort of that sexist campaign actually can be a little bit empowering. On the surface, it looks like, sort of 50s style misogyny, but the truth is there's a little bit of a subtext and an empowerment message that really women are in charge of the relationship. That's pretty powerful when it comes to, what you can communicate in a quick glance.
She wants to tell the world he's mine. He belongs to me, not you. She marks her man with her lips. He is her possession. You've given every girl that wears your lipstick the gift of total ownership.
Well, we've established one thing. John Hamm is an amazing actor. We've also established that every single creative director since the time this show came on the air has tried to imitate that exact scene and that exact way of talking. I think that that's fine, especially if you're new to pitching, but I also think it's really important to find your own style and your own way of doing things. If this works for you, great. If not, you might rub a few people the wrong way and find yourself with some awkward conversations with the people you work for.
Sit down.
No.
So, it's really great that in the show the client says, okay, I get it, you've convinced me. That doesn't happen very often. And the truth be told, if you're gonna sort of say what Don Draper said there, you better be prepared to just walk out the door because chances are the client relationship's done at that point. Even if you do convince them that day, you're gonna have to continue to convince them month over month and year over year. So it's important to establish, is this gonna be a good client fit early or not? And one of the simplest ways to do that is just have conversations around the product and figure out if they're features folks or benefits folks. From my standpoint, if they understand what the benefits of their feature are, they're a good client prospect for me. If they just want to talk about the features, I think I'm going to recommend them to somebody else early. So they'll recommend me to somebody before I have to have a really hard conversation with them. Check out some of our other React videos. We got some good ones on there. And if you're a business owner that's struggling figuring out the difference between features and benefits, check out our blog at iprovonline.com, or feel free to give us a call or fill out a contact form. We'll be more than happy to help you figure it out together.